Welcome to SummerSlam. It's your girl, Cardi B, coming to you live from MetLifeStadium for the biggest party of the summer, WWE SummerSlam 2025. For the first time ever, SummerSlam is a two-night extravaganza, and you are not ready for what's coming. The stadium is electric, the WWE universe is hyped, and I'm your host for this historic weekend. We've got championship matches, blood feuds, and surprises that'll have you gagged. So grab your snacks and get comfy. This is the official highlight reel of SummerSlam Night 1. Let's get into it, Okur! The anticipation was electric as fans from all over the world gathered for one of the most highly anticipated main events in recent memory. CM Punk, the self-proclaimed best in the world, was finally back in the spotlight after a decade-long absence from the main event scene. For years, fans had chanted his name, hoping for this very moment, a chance for Punk to reclaim his place at the top of the wrestling world. The energy outside the arena was palpable, with fans holding up homemade signs, wearing vintage Punk t-shirts, and sharing stories of what his return meant to them. This wasn't just another wrestling match. It was a cultural moment, a homecoming, and a shot at redemption for a man who had been counted out so many times before. Tonight, Punk was challenging for the most prestigious prize in the business, the WWE Championship. The title glistened under the arena lights, a symbol of everything he'd fought for and everything he still had left to prove. When his entrance music hit, the arena exploded. The roar of the crowd was deafening, echoing through the rafters and sending chills down the spines of everyone in attendance. Goosebumps were unavoidable, as thousands of voices sang along, united in their support for Punk. For Punk, this was more than just a match. It was a battle for redemption, a fight for every fan who had ever believed in him, and a chance to silence the doubters once and for all. His eyes burned with determination as he made his way to the ring, soaking in the adulation and pressure that came with this moment. But standing across the ring was Gunther, the reigning WWE champion, known to the world as the Ring General. Gunther's presence was intimidating, cold, calculated, and absolutely dominant. He had carved out a legacy of brutality and excellence, and he wasn't about to let it slip away easily. Gunther's championship reign had become the stuff of legend. Match after match, he had dismantled every challenger with ruthless efficiency. Tonight, he was prepared for war, determined to prove that his era was far from over. The tension in the air was thick as both men prepared for battle. This was a clash of styles, a collision of eras, and a test of wills that had the entire wrestling world watching. Punk brought his trademark speed, agility, and cunning to the fight, darting around the ring and looking for openings. Gunther, on the other hand, relied on his raw power, technical precision, and unyielding presence to keep Punk at bay. The opening minutes were like a high-stakes chess match. Punk targeted Gunther's legs with sharp, calculated kicks, hoping to chop the big man down and neutralize his power advantage. Every move was strategic. Every strike meant to wear down the champion. But just when it seemed like Punk was gaining momentum, Gunther unleashed a thunderous chop that echoed through the arena. The impact was brutal, sending Punk reeling and shifting the momentum in an instant. The crowd gasped, feeling the pain right along with him. Gunther seized the advantage, dissecting Punk with a relentless barrage of strikes and holds. Each blow was calculated, each move designed to break Punk's spirit. But Punk's resilience was on full display. He refused to stay down, fighting through the pain and adversity. The crowd, sensing Punk's struggle, rallied behind him with deafening chants. Feeding off their energy, Punk mounted a comeback, landing a high knee that nearly set up his signature go-to-sleep finisher. The arena was on the edge of their seats, every near fall drawing gasps and cheers. The match became a dramatic back-and-forth war. Gunther unleashed devastating suplexes and power bombs, while Punk countered with his own arsenal of signature moves and clever reversals. Each man pushed the other to their absolute limit, refusing to give an inch. In a breathtaking moment, Punk soared from the top rope with a flying elbow drop, igniting the crowd into a frenzy. It was a reminder of why he was called the best in the world. His heart, his skill, and his connection with the fans were unmatched. Summoning every ounce of strength, Punk tried to hoist Gunther up for the go-to-sleep. The crowd held their breath as he struggled under the champion's weight, his body pushed to the brink of exhaustion. But just as victory seemed within reach, his legs buckled, and Gunther slipped free. Seizing the moment, Gunther locked in a vicious sleeper hold. Punk fought valiantly, clawing for the ropes, but the champion's grip was unbreakable. Slowly, Punk's resistance faded as the referee checked on him, the crowd urging him to keep fighting. Finally, the referee called for the bell. Gunther had retained his title in an epic battle. But as the dust settled, it was clear that Punk had proven something to everyone, including himself. He may not have won the championship, but he showed the world that he still belongs at the very top. What a fight, and what a night for wrestling fans everywhere. The stage is set for one of the most anticipated matches of the night, the WWE Women's Championship Triple Threat. The arena is electric, the crowd buzzing with excitement as three of the most dominant women in wrestling prepare to clash. Tonight, the Empress defends her title against two fierce challengers, the Vixen, known for her relentless aggression, and the Genius, a master strategist who always seems to be one step ahead. Each woman brings her own unique style and story to the ring, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The entrances alone are a spectacle. The Empress, regal and confident, commands the spotlight as she steps into the arena, her championship belt gleaming. The Vixen storms down the ramp, eyes blazing with determination, ready to unleash her fury. Meanwhile, the Genius lingers backstage, calculating, her mind already working through every possible scenario. The tension is palpable as the crowd roars in anticipation. As the bell rings, chaos erupts instantly. The Vixen wastes no time charging at the Empress with a barrage of strikes. The Empress responds with her signature power, matching Vixen blow for blow. All the while, the Genius hangs back, watching, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The opening minutes are a whirlwind of action, each woman trying to assert dominance. The pace is relentless. The Empress showcases her strength with thunderous slams, while the Vixen's brawling style keeps both opponents on their toes. The Genius slips in and out of the fray, using her technical mastery to turn the tide whenever she can. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, witnessing a true showcase of athleticism, power, and cunning. Near falls come fast and furious. At one point, the Vixen lands her devastating finisher on the Empress and goes for the pin, but just as the referee's hand is about to hit 3, the Genius yanks the official out of the ring, saving the match and sending shockwaves through the arena. The crowd erupts, realizing just how far these women will go to claim the title. Not to be outdone, the Empress climbs to the top rope and soars through the air, crashing down on both challengers with a breathtaking dive. The audience leaps to their feet, chanting her name, but even as she celebrates, the Genius is already plotting her next move, always thinking 2 steps ahead. The Genius seizes her opportunity, locking the Vixen in a punishing submission hold in the center of the ring. It looks like Vixen might tap, but the Empress recovers just in time, breaking up the hold with a vicious kick. The struggle continues, each woman refusing to give an inch. Exhaustion sets in as all 3 competitors collapse to the mat, battered and bruised. The crowd rises to their feet, sensing that something unforgettable is about to happen. Every fan in the arena is on edge, witnessing the heart and resilience of these incredible athletes. In the final moments, the Genius plays possum, feigning defeat as the Vixen and the Empress battle it out. Suddenly, she springs to life, tossing the Vixen out of the ring and catching the Empress in a surprise roll-up. The referee counts. 1, 2, 3. The arena explodes in disbelief and excitement. Against all odds, the Genius has outsmarted her rivals and captured the WWE Women's Championship. Tonight, it's brains over brawn, and a new queen is crowned in the ring. Tag team action was wild as Fire and Ice defended the women's tag team titles against the Heavy Metal Sisters. Fire brought the high-flying, Ice the technical mastery. The sisters brought pure head-banging chaos. Ice started with technical wrestling, but the sisters' energy soon took over. The match exploded with hot tags, wild brawling, and near falls. The sisters hit their finisher, stage dive, but Ice broke up the pin at the last millisecond. Fire and Ice survived and hit their own combo finisher, the Meltdown, to retain the titles. Both teams left it all in the ring. Fire and Ice remain champions, but the sisters proved they belong. Heavyweight tag action. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, united as the Bloodline, faced the monstrous Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Roman's presence was magnetic. Jey brought the heart, and together they were a force. Breaker and Reed? Pure destruction. Power, speed, and chaos. Breaker demanded Roman but got Jey instead. Psychological warfare at its best. The Wrecking Crew isolated Jey, punishing him with double teams. Jey fought for his family, finally making the hot tag to Roman. Roman cleaned house, clotheslines, Samoan drops, Superman punches. Reed sacrificed himself to save Breakker from a spear, showing the challenger's teamwork. Breakker hit Roman with a devastating spear. Roman kicked out. The match hung in the balance, both teams pushing to the limit. The in-ring debut of Jelly Roll, yes, the Grammy-nominated artist, teaming with the Brawler against the Hollywood Elite. The Elite mocked Jelly Roll, but the crowd was behind him from the start. The Brawler set the tone, then tagged in Jelly Roll for his big moment. Jelly fought with heart, swinging wild and landing a huge body slam. The Elite used dirty tactics, but Jelly refused to quit. The Brawler got the hot tag, cleaned house, and tagged Jelly back in. Jelly hit a massive crossbody for the win. His debut was a dream come true, and the celebration was epic. SummerSlam isn't just about titles. It's about settling scores, reigniting old rivalries, and creating moments that fans will talk about for years to come. The energy in the arena was electric, with every seat filled and anticipation running high. This is the night where grudges are settled and legends are born. The night versus. The Maverick, once inseparable best friends, now bitter enemies, took their fight beyond the ring, brawling through the crowd and even up into the stands. Security struggled to keep them apart as the audience roared, witnessing a friendship shattered in real time. The match was raw, emotional, and absolutely brutal. Steel chairs, tables, and pure rage were all in play. In a cathartic moment, the Knight finally got his revenge, delivering his devastating finisher onto steel chairs, leaving the Maverick motionless and the crowd in awe. But just when everyone thought the drama had peaked, the surprises kept coming, sending shockwaves through the arena. Throughout the night, cryptic video packages flashed across the Titantron, hinting at a new world order and leaving fans buzzing with speculation about what, or who, was coming next. After the women's tag title match, the entire stadium was plunged into darkness. The only light was a single spotlight, focusing everyone's attention on the entrance ramp. Out of the shadows, a hooded figure slowly made their way to the ring. The tension was palpable. When the hood came off, the crowd erupted. It was a returning Hall of Famer, back after years away, and the atmosphere was electric. Without saying a word, the legend pointed directly at the WrestleMania sign, making his intentions crystal clear. He's back, and he wants the main event spotlight on the grandest stage of them all. The shockwaves from this moment will be felt for months, as fans and wrestlers alike wonder what's next for the landscape of sports entertainment. And in a true underdog story, a young star pulled off the upset of the night, defeating a seasoned veteran to capture the United States Championship. Tears of joy streamed down his face as he realized his dream had come true, marking a life-changing moment in his career. SummerSlam Night 1 delivered everything fans could hope for: intense rivalries, jaw-dropping surprises, and unforgettable moments that will be remembered long after the final bell. That was just Night 1. From Punk vs. Gunther to new champions and epic returns, MetLifeStadium was on fire. But this was just the appetizer. Night 2 is coming, and it's going to be even bigger. Follow us for live results, highlights, and exclusive content all weekend. Tell your friends, the party's just getting started. Thanks for joining me, Cardi B. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and get ready for tomorrow. See you for Night 2. Mwah!